that works. But I just want to get back. I want to get into movies, and I think that, like, honestly, low key, I could be a fascinating, crazy, great actor.
Well, how was the whole Roadhouse thing?
It was cool. It was a crazy dude. It was amazing, dude. I never ever like think about this, bro. Jake Gyllenhaal, bro. We hit #1. We blew up Amazon on that movie.
Do you have Jake Gyllenhaal's phone number?
Yeah, bro. Jake.
I feel like you just because I feel like you get people's number and you like just blow them up. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I definitely. I mean, Jake and I have been. Well, the first time that I wasn't as prepared as I should be in that movie. I showed up on set, and when I arrived, I didn't realize the scene that we were shooting that day was the scene where we were having dialogue with Jake, and I thought it was just a scene where I stood in the background, and so I kind of that up. So the first day they had to retake the entire set, the whole entire movie because I forgot my lines. Like, think about that, bro. It's A-list actor Jake Gyllenhaal. Huge,
Jake Gyllenhaal's like, yeah,
huge movie.
Yeah,
Amazon. Like, everybody's there, and I'm like, I show up and I just like,
you bombed.
But it was, I mean, Jake was the man, dude. Jake was the coolest guy I've ever.
He wasn't pissed.
No.
I feel like those like actors at that level be like this.
My pitch to Jake was basically like, bro, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if you know me. I'm Bob Menery.
How did they pick you?
UFC. So I was walking down UFC, walking through the thing, and this guy was like, hey, Bob, you know how people say, like, Brad, whatever, when you're walking by and all that shit, right? But, like, obviously sometimes you pay attention, sometimes you miss somebody saying something. I looked over, and it was this guy. He's like, hey, I'm Joel Silver. I produced The Matrix. I'm like, that's all I needed to hear. He's like, I want to put you in this movie. I'm doing this movie, Roadhouse. And I want to put you in, and I know you have a theater background and all that, and I know that you know how to market a lot of stuff. So I want to put you in this. Conor McGregor, all this, blah, blah, blah. And it took a year, and then he called me a year later. He was like, yo, I want to write this little teeny scene for you. And then they wrote a scene, and they added a couple more. And, yeah. But, dude, bro, I got some, like, I'm doing a huge movie.
Can you say anything about it? Or is it just too...
I mean, it's going to be the same director who did the last one.
So he's bringing you back. He liked you.
I mean, bro, how can you not, in a sense? Like, not to be whatever, but, like, how can you not bring me back? Because the way I look at it is, like... I mean, bro, we just broke records. Like, the movie worked. So everybody a part of that project that was a part of that, like, their stock went up. So, like, you know, and our deliverables with that movie was I didn't have to ever promote it once. Amazon didn't want me to promote it because I'm such a wild card. I'm so wild. Like, they're a really buttoned up, you know, massive powerhouse. So
I'm surprised they let you in there with all those buttons.
Bro, they almost didn't. I swear to God, they almost didn't let me. Like, they were definitely making calls all the time, making sure I was, like, behaved.
Do you think you'll be able to continue to do more stuff in that space?
Bro, I swear on my mother's life that I will win I'll be in a movie that's nominated for an Oscar within 5 years. I'm not joking, dude. I studied acting for 12 years, theater at the highest level.
You think you get me in one of those movies?
Huh?
You think you can get me in one of those movies?
Yeah, brother. All day. That's easy.
Play like a, you know,
I mean,
security
just one
guard.
scene. That's it. One scene with Tom Cruise. One scene.
Did you get the deal you wanted though?
No. So all I made down there to go to that movie was small money. I made $20,000. That's it. But it was like, you got to understand this, right? When you're trying to, like, build a brand or, like, whatever the I am, right? I have no idea what I am. I'm just a loose cannon talent that runs around zapped.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you push the envelope so far in this direction, it doesn't hurt to, like, be like, you know what? I am going to go make a great partnership with a company like Amazon. So I want to show that I can go and, like, hang out with porn stars in Miami and then the next day be in the #1 movie produced by one of the biggest companies in the world is very, very brand friendly. That balance is, like, important. You know what I mean? To be able to do that. But, dude, I low key have some acting skills, and when I get into like, I fell in love with that. And McGregor was like, bro, for his first movie, bro, everybody showed up. I mean, the movie was all right, but
yeah, it's funny
when you hit, like, bro, we hit #1 everywhere. Obviously Jake, but it was like it was a whole. Like, the whole marketing behind it was just so geniusly done.
Yeah.
And that's that.
What so the UFC helped you get that just because you were at the UFC at one of those events?
You trying to give Dana credit?
I'm trying to give Dana some credit.
Yeah, nah, that's not gonna happen. Also, Dana White called me out. Dana White called me out and said, yeah, you know, like, by the way, Steve lost $1 million playing blackjack, right? And Bob walks in and says, hey, listen, Steve, I got you. Give me 24 hours. I bring him $3.5 million in that room. Well, it was a horrible deal. It was a bad deal, Well, Nelk Boys just signed on to do something with Safety Shot, didn't they?
Yeah.
Looks like Menery got caught out again. Where's the check, Shahidi? Where's the check? That's all I want to know.
That's funny, man. So how does that relationship go? Because now obviously you're still doing the pod, and like, so you dropped the whole lawsuit thing.
I dropped the lawsuit completely. I probably have an NDA that I can't talk about, but I'll still talk about it.
Fair. Fair.
I mean, basically, plain and simple is I don't make a penny for anything I'm on right now. I dropped it completely. The only reason why I dropped it was because I was just getting tired of it, and I knew that if I had continued on with the lawsuit that I had with them, I probably would have won my case. But you know how lawyers and all that shit go. They can
cost
counter
a ton of money too.
It costs. I mean, we were down. I mean, I'm down a ton of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like playing against a bigger power, like, you know. So it's eventually you have to kind of give up. I would have beat them the initial thing that I was going after them for because they were dead in the wrong, which is fine. You know, mistakes happen, I guess. You can call them a mistake. But then they would have countersued me for defamation because I went online. It was like, you, fuck you,
they would have
fuck
won
you.
that.
And they would have won that immediately because I violated it right when I went online.
Yeah.
That's why if I hadn't have gone online and go crazy, it would have been a different story. But also, too, I don't want to, like, do that to my brothers, you know? Like, I want to just kind of flex for a minute and be like, dude, I'm not afraid of you guys. I don't give a f.
Yeah.
If there's money owed, there's money owed. That's it.
Yeah.
I am not afraid of anyone, you know?
So why do you think they keep you around? I know why.
I think Nelk keeps me around because obviously we're still somewhat of a relevant name that can draw audience members. Their chemistry is really good together. And I think that they need talent.
Yeah.
And not trying to be like I'm talent, but at the end of the day, they need characters right now. You know? And if you think about it, you got Steiny, you got Salim, you got Steve, you got whatever. Steve's kind of doing his own thing, distant a little bit of times. You know, I'm popping in and out for the podcast, full send. You're doing the same thing. You have your own thing. It's like Steiny, Kyle, and Salim. So it's like, I think they probably obviously are always looking for characters that are in their storylines from the past to keep going on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think there's ways, especially now on the internet, like, I'd say it's way harder to just be like a single, because I don't think there's actually any really super, like, there's no like single, I mean, Mr. Beast, but he has his whole crew and all this. Like, you can't be really, really successful on the internet, like, singularly, I feel like.
Right.
Unless you're like a stand-up comic.
Or you're like one of these big streamer guys. Like, I mean, we were that guy. Who was that guy, Stretch or whatever?
Sketch.
Yeah,
you were just with him.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him from your thing and I saw him from whatever, and he's staying at our place right now. But like that guy probably does pretty well, right, from Twitch?
Yeah, he just got started, so he's still in the space of like just learning how, like, where to make money, how to. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna do really well,
right?
But like, he's brand new in the space, like, still, you know, like, you've been doing this for how long?
12 years.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 13, 14 years, like forever. And I think regardless though, like there comes a time, and whether, because like most people get their initial pop, like you had your initial pop, speaking, your voice, like your comedy in all that, and then you kind of like get to a point where you kind of need other people to continue success.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. You want to be a talent, or do you want to be like build a business around yourself? And so, like, I was never had the ability with my brain to be able to build a business around myself
because of organization stuff, bro.
Organization, just like trust, and all that, whatever it is. So I'm like, I'm fine being a one-off talent. I don't mind that. Like, I don't need a lot of money. I came from no money. I don't give a about that. Like, I don't need to chase hundreds of millions, whatever, you know. But definitely, I think like I'm on the up and up in a sense in my brain. But like, we definitely had some dark ass 2 years. You know, I had a really, really, really tough like 2 years. I had crazy 2 years.
Yeah.